Fox Carolina is committed to you right now. The US Census Bureau says South Carolina is the fastest growing state in the U.S. Now, U-Haul putting out their own list with both Carolinas in top 5 for places that they're moving people to in the last year. And for much more, we now want to bring in the president of the South Carolina Chamber of Commerce, Bob Morgan. So, Mr. Morgan, thank you so much for joining us. South Carolina is growing. From your position, what are you hearing as to why people are coming here to South Carolina?
Well, when asked, people simply reply, it's low taxes, it's warm weather, it's a good quality of life, reasonable housing prices. Some even reply that having had fewer restrictions during COVID was a draw. In addition to those things, it's not a coincidence that the governor and the Department of Commerce just announced that in 2023, South Carolina's economy created another 14,000 jobs, only second to 2022 when close to 15,000 jobs were created. Companies are moving here because we're a population growth state. It becomes a vicious cycle. People move here to follow jobs, jobs move here to follow people. And we're very fortunate to be in the Southeast, which is the fastest growing region in the country. It's not even close. And we happen to have policies in place and, again, quality of life, housing, other things that are attractive that allow us to fight above our weight, if you will, and to be one of the fastest growing states in the country.
Do you see it plateauing at all? Do you see it slowing down at any point, or maybe we have reached the peak of people moving here and then it may start to taper off? Or are we still kind of ascending?
You know, I think there's a macro trend of folks from the Northeast and the Midwest moving to the Sun Belt. And so I don't see that. And if you focus on the jobs and the companies for just a second, it's not a coincidence that we are a right-to-work state, and the automotive sector, as it transitions into the electrification of the automobile, we've seen significant investments here in South Carolina. They are driving the numbers that we're seeing. Georgia's seeing the same, North Carolina's seeing the same, Tennessee. And so I would guess that this macro trend continues for some time.
With the person in your position, the Chamber of Commerce for the state, a lot of people in the state, South Carolinians, people born and raised here, may not like all this growth, saying where we're going to put everybody. So what's your message to people who may be against all this growth that we're seeing?
You know, economies are like anything else. Would you rather be growing or would you rather be dying? And there are states in the country who are losing population, and they don't enjoy the economic prosperity that we enjoy. And I would say to anybody who is already here, as the economic pie grows bigger and bigger, that creates opportunity. The people that are moving here, they're buying all kinds of products and services, many of which are made right here in South Carolina. So there are opportunities being created for businesses to grow. Some of the people that are moving here are entrepreneurs who will create their own businesses and put other people to work. It's opportunity. The other thing is, as we look to fund public services, infrastructure is not cheap. One of the reasons we enjoy a low tax base relative to other states in the country is because our population is growing and it spreads that tax burden across a larger number of people.
Bob Morgan for the South Carolina Chamber of Commerce. Mr. Morgan, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.